the national government and work with the national government at that time and say you will pass a law, whether it's a county bylaw or a national, or pass through parliament, that people who live in certain areas, so assuming we broke Nairobi into the various sub-counties, that you cannot take your child beyond a certain radius from where you stay.
In global cities, you're limited to taking your children around your neighborhood. But in Nairobi, if you do that, you'll completely, it's too early for that. We have to build the schools. Let me tell you, this city used to have a secondary school, a primary school, a nursery school, a social hall, a fire station, a dispensary in every ward. That was the standard. But most of these facilities were grabbed over a period of number of years, close to 40 years, and they were lost. We have to restart again. We have to retool and rejig and regenerate Nairobi by starting afresh and achieving the right ratio of school to population density, market to population density, dispensary or health facility to population density. The population density equation is the biggest challenge to the work we must do in Nairobi. But the solution is we must bring and understand the population density. By the way, the average population density per square kilometer in Nairobi, if you take 696 kilometers squared, you divide by 5.2 million, you will see that there's a density challenge within Nairobi that has not been matched with investments in the last years.
For example,
but that is the problem. The solution is to build. Me and you can massage problems until chickens come home to roost. But I'm being elected. I'm being elected to drive solutions.
Let us look at
not to become a general. Not a general to talk about problems.
How many more schools do you
1,000 secondary schools.
Hospitals or dispensaries?
We need another 350. Markets, 150.
Can all these things be achieved in the 5 years that you'll be a governor?
Why not?
But where will that money come from? I know you've spoken about leakages and so on and so on.
From revenue collection. And please have faith. I'm telling you, this is a 500 million revenue a day county. All I'm promising is we shall be collecting 100 million revenue a day. Today, we are collecting 20 to 30 million, and they don't even know, even that 20 to 30 million doesn't really go to service provision. Nairobi is like a grown-up child who's still suckling the mother's teats, which is evil. Because Nairobi should be the county that should even be financing the national government. And because of that, the revenue question and the funding model for Nairobi is going to be at the heart of what we do in the first 100 days. And it's not just an issue of funding, it's also an issue of planning and budgeting.
In planning and budgeting. Now let's talk about sanitation, garbage collection, and clean water, which you say imarisha mazingira.
Yes.
Why do you think Nairobi is dirty or filthy, as you might have said earlier, and garbage is not collected today? Is it a question that there's too much garbage that we can't be able to collect it? We are not disciplined with how we dispose of our garbage? Or is it just a question of inefficiency?
Nairobi is dirty because it's dirty. Nobody's doing their job, and there are people invoicing for work not done, number one. We are producing almost 3,000 tons of garbage on a daily basis. And garbage is also, the production of garbage is equivalent to the population of where people live. Today, the formula for paying garbage collectors in Nairobi is weight plus distance. So you are paid, Manuel, as a garbage collector to collect it farthest from the dump site and wait until it's heaviest for you to take it there. So what we will do is make sure that we pay a premium. Like if in CBD, you are collecting in CBD or you're collecting in Kibra or